Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new reaction. I changed my script a little bit. I don't have a script, honestly. No, but thank you for joining me to this new video of music with Nick. And today we're gonna react to some more of Aurora. This is Through the Eyes of a Child live. Now it says here stripped Vevo. Okay, so because it's on Vevo, the channel. Yeah, what to say of Aurora? She is like amazing. I mean, I've heard her in pretty much like anything that's kind of like has to do with art, you know, like there's certain channels who do these amazing takes of like slow motion and like drone, you know, footage and stuff, and you sometimes and you're like, wow, this music is what is this? And it's Aurora. So she's, you know, she's taking off, and I love her style, and I love her talent, I love her voice, and so I'm excited. I'm really getting also into Calandra, you know. They're just amazing, like as a genre, you know, to explore and to try out myself. You know, yesterday I was messing around with the studio. I think I'm gonna like start using a different angle, because I want to see I want you guys to see what I'm always looking at. You know, I'm constantly, it's funny when I do reactions, I even look at the keyboard, because I'm like, okay, that's kind of like that chord in that moment, you know, stuff like that. So I would like you guys to see, maybe just change the angle. And Alexia really wanted to, you know, now that we hit 100,000, she wanted to change stuff up a little bit, maybe sit on this side and some kind of a couch, and not in this angle, which is basically in the corner of the room. We would be sitting right here, which is, you know, maybe it's more comfortable for us both. But well, this one is sponsored by Dave. Thank you so much, and I love that you're such a great fan, and you know, you're really, you know, making us experience, you know, this music and this style. So I really appreciate it. So here we go with Aurora, Through the Eyes of a Child. Last time we did the version in the church. This is a different version. So here we are. Let's pull it up. And I hope this is big enough. And here we go. Again, thank you so much, guys, for all your support, for your love, the comments, for your subscriptions, and all the good stuff, you know. Thank you so much. Here we go with the reaction.
World is covered by our trails, scars we cover up with paint. Watch them preach in sour lies. I would rather see the world through the eyes of a child, through the eyes of a child. Darker times will come and go, times you need to see her smile, and mother's hands are warm and mild. I would rather feel the world through the skin of a child, through the skin of a child.
Wow. Yeah, Dave told me, yeah, sorry, there's no guitars on this. This is like, I totally forgot to read what he supplied me with, but I can still do that after the video. It doesn't really matter, you know, but I will, of course. But this is beautiful. Oh man, it like, yeah, it gives me literally goosebumps. Yeah, I'm trying not to be too sentimental here, But yeah, she's just like, I love that is you know, the innocence comes through, and she's really like, I love that she's really focused on, you know, on the things that she believes in, you know, the stuff she sings about, and also her interviews. She's just like a very earth, um you know, connected soul, you know. She reminds me a little bit of Alexia. Alexia's always, you know, she wants to be outside, and she loves animals, and she's just very like that kind of person as well. She's just, that's where she's the happiest, you know. So yeah. All right, let's keep going.
When a human strokes your skin, and that is when you let them in. Let them in before they go. I would rather feel alive with a childlike soul, with a childlike soul. Please don't leave me here.
Wow. Wow. Like, what can I say, you know? This is very, very good. Yeah. It's just very original, and there wasn't anything else. No, it's just like a commercial of the next one. The way, I mean, she's so expressive. She's so like, you know, the way she moves, and I'm sure she feels all that when she's singing. It helps her to get the maximum expression in the vocals, and because it's very difficult to sing like this a cappella with some other people, you doing harmony a cappella, there's no reference whatsoever. Beautiful, you know, to come up with this music, because it's yeah, I mean, there's nothing to guide you, and it's just, you basically just rely on the delay in your mic, or in a church, you know, the reverb that gives that a place like this with amazing acoustics can give you. But yeah, I mean, the microphone is obviously your friend here, and also what you would like to express, you know, goes through that effect. That's all you have, you know, like you don't have like a bed of chords, you know, you don't have a bass line, you don't have a drum pattern, it's just you. Really cool. Really, really beautiful. And the way it was shot with the camera, you know, like from side to side, and you can really feel, you know, the by her expression in her eyes, you know, and the faces she makes, that she really feels the music and the lyrics, you know. I really like that. She's really, really I don't, what's the word? She is for real. Yeah, she's real, you know. I like that. And there's no, the only message here is like positivity, and you know, you know, it's like I care about the planet and I care about people, and that's beautiful, you know. It's beautiful artist, you know. It's really, really special. It's very rare, you know. It's not that with people with that kind of like message in their music. I mean, there's beautiful messages in music, but one that is just on that path, you know, it's just rare. It's not, there's not too much of it anymore. Well, again, give me just one moment. Let me look up what Dave provided me with here with this reaction. Like, I think he did write something, and I do wanna. Okay, so here we are. Sorry that I skipped it, but I'm leaving it here for the end. It says the song "Through the Eyes of a Child" by Aurora, pretty much a coin flip as to which version is better, this or the one at the church. This is not the church version. There are no instruments. Sorry, Nick. It's okay. In an interview, Aurora said of the song, "It is one of the most important songs to me. It's about the older you get, the more you see, and it's kind of like you miss the times when you thought everyone was nice and everything was nice." Yes. Yes. I remember that. I guess everyone remembers that time, you know, when we were kids. That infinitive of infinity, like you thought you were always going to be with your parents, and you thought you were always going to be small, and when you're a child, you're like, well, I'm just a child, you know. There's no worries. You don't have to worry about what you're gonna eat or what you're gonna see in school when you're really a child, even before like school, you know. And you don't worry about paying bills, you know. I mean that, and then also the world. You don't really know anything, and that's a beautiful state of being, you know. Because you never worry. You don't worry about the world or the news. Even though I try to avoid the news, but I do care about the world, you know, and the environment, and just people and happiness and other people's happiness, you know. You don't think about that at all, you know. But it says here, because it's hard to know the darkness. It's like wanting to go back to the innocence and see the world through the eyes of a child. She wrote this between the ages 17 and 18. She was getting adult responsibilities. Yeah. Maybe that had something to do with the song also. Enjoy. I'm sure it did, because yeah, when you suddenly start to notice and to worry just things like, what am I going to do? Like, oh man, I have to do something, you know. I have to go to school. Like, I have to study, or I have to prepare myself. And some people just like start to do that, or very late or too late, or they take a certain career path, and then they're like, well, I don't really like this at all, you know. I thought I was going to be happy. I know I was very lucky. I knew what I wanted to do very early on. But I know people that are basically now in their like mid-20s, almost 30s, and they're like, man, like I'm not happy with my life, you know. I took this career path, and I don't like it at all, you know. When I wake up in the morning, I don't feel fulfilled. And then I know people, they're in the mid-30s and 40s, and they're like, I hate my job, you know. So that's also something that is kind of like, well, if I could just go back, you know, be a child, and then I would do take different decisions and choices and all that stuff, I guess, you know. I just wish everyone, you know, was happy, but it's impossible, you know. It is impossible. And but hey, you know, you can always restart. You can always change your the life you're living in. If you're not happy, you can always go back, as long as you have health and, you know, 2 legs and 2 arms, pretty much. Because I've even done that, you know. I've had to turn around completely. Alexia and I, we were doing something, and we were like, no, you know. And look, I mean, we used to live in a different country, and now we're here, and, you know, so yeah. I guess that doesn't have to do anything with being a child, but it is also, you know, happiness is very important. And I don't know, I just thought I'd talk about it. So yeah, I always want to encourage people to, you know, play music. I think it's something that gives you a lot of peace and happiness, and just try it, you know, it's never too late. So yeah, or even if you feel like, hey, I would really like to learn a language, do it. And especially now with all the stuff that we have, all this access and all these apps, and everything is free, as long as you don't want like the deluxe version. But I mean, you can still learn and do new things and discover new stuff. So you know, just wanting to put it out there, you know. All right, well, thank you so much, Dave. This was wonderful, really beautiful track, and I think I made this video way too long, but I hope you did enjoy. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all in the next one.